Right now it's just an idea, a conversation, but it's what we hope will become Oklahoma City's next great urban neighborhood.
All right, how about a Ferris wheel in your backyard? A new development underway in the Wheeler District. Did you know about this?
The Meyer family is about to move into their first home in the Wheeler District.
A close-knit community because we're so close to our neighbors, and I feel like the more people that are going to be here, the more opportunities that is to like make good friendships.
We were in the middle of buying a different house and kind of stayed in tune, and and when it kind of came timing was good for us. So we were thinking about moving, and we said, hey, we really liked what was being said, the design and the front porch nature of the development, and we just really liked the idea of it. So
you're going to have restaurants, shops, that sort of thing, not just a homes, but it's a very well-rounded, bikeable, walkable neighborhood.
I have wanted to tour this property for years now, and I'm finally here with the lovely Lauren French to tell me all about the new project here in the Wheeler District.
So Wheeler District is planned to be a 150-acre development. Right now we occupy about 36 of those acres, and we have about 30 homes under construction, about 135 that are lived in, and then when we're all done, we plan on having about 600 residential homes, those are single family, and about 1,500 units of multifamily, and plenty of commercial space. So we'll have mixed use, restaurants, retail, office space.
Yes, Oklahoma City is this really awesome place that has really remade itself over the last 20 years.
Greatest place I've been to. I've lived in Atlanta and Florida and out of the country and stuff. But this place is a bit of a neo-renaissance. So Oklahoma is growing and still growing, expanding. If you have the right attitude, work ethic and stuff, you can really get in and the basement growing of this, the foundation of base, and build something.
So this is exciting. We also love the concept of people being near each other and walking, and our sidewalks being close to the street, and the social kind of conventions of suburbia being taken away. It's really hard to get to know your neighbors where we live right now in Oklahoma City, so this is exciting to us.
Lauren, tell me all about it.
All right, thanks for coming out.
Of course.
So we've got a lot going on in the Wheeler District right now. We are currently in phase 2 out of what we expect to be 8 to 10 phases.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot's changed in the past couple of years. When I came on board in 2020, we had about 30 homes that were finished.
Okay.
Now we've got about 130.
I was going to say, it feels like a lot of homes are here.
We just introduced our 135th buyer to Wheeler District. Yeah.
Wow.
So we've got about 30 under construction. So by the end of the year, we'll be even bigger.
Okay, so it's phase 2 now, and then phase 3 has started or not started
No, phase
yet?
3 will start next year, and phase 3 will take us from about Southwest 15th Street to the Ferris wheel area. So everyone's familiar with the Ferris wheel. We'll be building all the way out there, and that'll be a mix of both commercial space and single-family homes, and maybe some multifamily too.
Awesome. Okay, so right now we've got basically 2 options. We're in the smaller of the 2 options.
We're in the bigger of the 2
We're in the
options.
bigger.
Yeah,
okay.
so this home is actually 3 floors. So it's about 3,100 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and then it has a secondary living on the 3rd floor.
Perfect. So game room, plenty of space for the kids. So tell me a little about the idea of this, because, we've sold lots of properties in Oklahoma, Edmond, Moore, and this is a unique proposition. This is different than what you normally see in central Oklahoma. Yep. What's the thought behind some of this construction? What's the ideas behind all this?
Yeah, so we call this a new urbanism neighborhood. So it has a lot of emphasis on a walkable, bikeable, active community where people can hang out on their front porch, kids can run over to the playground and play. Nice. They scooter through the neighborhood. There are tons of neighborhood events that are hosted.
Which is super rare in today's world to be able to say, hey, get out there and go and come back before it gets dark.
Exactly. You don't see that much anymore. And, we do have backyards. A lot of people think that we don't have backyards. We do have backyards. But there's a lot of outside things happening where people can go and play with their neighbors, and it's really communal. And if you want privacy, you can go hang out on your back porch. If you want to hang out with the neighborhood, you can go to your front porch. It's just a really inviting community.
That's awesome. Some of the things that kind of stick out to me that you'll notice immediately is the roofs. And it's unique. You know, normally there's only about 2 main roofs that are in Oklahoma, and those are all asphalt products. Sometimes they're wood. These are metal roofs. Talk to us a little bit about what the benefit of these metal roofs can be to somebody.
So they are super durable, and that's something insurance companies really love. So they're actually 5V impact resistant metal roofs, class 4 if you really want to get technical.
Okay.
But yeah, they're very durable, hail resistant, and contrary to popular belief, they don't make a lot of noise when it's raining or storming.
That is exactly what I was going to ask next. So.
It's also how we build our houses. So they're really energy efficient. That's something we always pride ourselves in. They actually have spray foam insulation. They're built with 2x6 framing instead of your traditional 2x4. We insulate the slabs. We have all Pella windows throughout the neighborhood. So that's
beautiful.
Yes, every home will come with all of those
windows.
things.
Everywhere is windows. And if you're into this urban, what did you call it?
A new urbanism
concept. New urbanism
Mm-hmm.
concept. If you like that, if it speaks to you, every single room in this house has the urban feel and view. You could be in the middle of Denver, Colorado. You could be in Sweden. You could be in Iceland. It has that international feel of a small European setup that's not based in motor cars.
Yeah,
I mean, like
exactly.
the setup is really, I mean, we walked over here, that's why we're sweating. It's still summer. Walked over here, and it's got a feel of just being able to, I can imagine walking with ice cream,
Yes.
you know, walking, and then the kids are right in front playing around. And talk to me a little bit about the amenities for the kids. I mean, we passed a playground on the way over here that we'll show. What, what's the allure for the kids?
Yeah, so we've got 2 playgrounds now. We'll have like a neighborhood pool that will be opening up very soon.
Cool.
We've got a basketball court that can double as a pickleball court if that's what you prefer to do.
Okay, that's the
neighbors
popular
have
thing
set
now.
up a volleyball
Yep.
court over in our acre park as well.
Yep, that's nice.
And then we have the Ferris wheel. So that is an Oklahoma like statement right now. Everyone
It
knows
is.
where the Wheeler Ferris wheel is.
It's a perfect place to propose
Yeah.
to someone if
Yeah.
you haven't done that yet. I've seen many of those going down recently. So what about the retail concept? Because that's kind of the benefit here too, is that maybe you have an office here,
Yeah.
or and there's also a great brewery that's here, which I've talked about it before on the show. The Big Friendly is here, which they were originally just a bus, but they have grown up now into their own brewery, and they feature all kinds of wonderful flavors that you can only get one time. So when you go there and you enjoy something, as soon as they run out of it, they're done. So it presents a new flavor every time. So if you've got a local bar, you're not going to get used to what's there because it's always changing. But talk to me a little bit about, and we'll show some images of the retail setting. Is there a specific type of business that you're wanting to attract here, or is it? I mean, obviously, if I'm going to go shopping locally here, maybe I'd want some clothing stores.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you're trying to attract, or is it going to be more office
We
space?
want it to be that local feel. So we want it to be like a mix of everything.
Okay.
So yes, like you had said, you want to be able to like park your car on a Friday night, get out, walk around the neighborhood, hang out at your favorite spots, and not really have to get back in your vehicle until Monday.
Nice.
And then also, like you said, we have
Which
some
is
people
totally
whose office here
post-COVID.
too.
So I think we all woke up
Yeah.
to what if we could have a world where we
Exactly.
didn't have to commute.
We have some homeowners who their office is out here, and they're
Nice.
like, hey, look, this makes so much sense. I have been driving
Yep.
to North Edmond and then to downtown and
Yes.
back, and I never get to
Yes.
see my kids. They're in bed by the time I get
Spending
home.
an hour a day
Yeah.
and then I-35 and just, yeah, we definitely know. So if you're in the medical profession, you are just a hop, skip, and a jump to work from here. It's a huge difference. And the maintenance. Talk to us a little bit about the maintenance on these things. That's one of the big allures.
Yeah,
here.
so really low maintenance, and something that I don't think I hit on when we were talking about the construction is if you have like siding, it's hardy board siding, so it's a cementous composite, so it's
Okay.
like really long lasting. It's not your traditional wood
Gotcha.
or vinyl.
It's like a synthetic
Yeah,
type material.
exactly. And so there's a lot of low maintenance to these homes. We have geothermal heating and air.
Really? And that's standard?
Yeah, it's standard. Every
Wow,
single home,
that's
geothermal
cool.
heating and air. Utility bills are so low on these.
Yes.
I mean, I get screenshots.
And extremely green. Like
Yeah.
when we talk about geothermal, that's using the Earth's energy to help heat and cool your home. It couldn't get any greener than that. I think, I mean,
Oh,
is
it
this?
can.
It can?
Because we're adding solar power now.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then solar top. So this is going to be basically a green neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the goal, to
Yep,
be kind of
that's the
carbon
goal.
neutral?
So if you're familiar with the HERS scale, we've always really had a lot of pride in where we land on that HERS scale. So the closer you get to zero, the
Cue
better.
the HERS scale picture right here.
The closer you get to zero, the better. That's what you really want to strive for if you're trying to build a low-E home. And we've always landed in like 30 to 40 range.
Okay.
Well, adding solar power gets us into the zero, and in some
Zero.
homes to the negative.
Because you're giving money back. You're giving energy back to the grid.
Exactly. It's
Wow.
pumping it back out.
And I wonder if the angle of these roofs, because they're pretty steep, is actually a benefit to the right angles and stuff. Did they think about that when they were building? Is like, hey, solar, or?
I don't know if it went into the thought of during like the original concept of the
Right.
Wheeler home, but I will say we've partnered with a great solar power company, 820, and they have worked
come
hand in
out-
hand with
yep.
our builders
That's
to
awesome.
create this wonderful product that the panels look really sleek. You don't
Nice.
really notice them from the
Yes,
street.
that's the
They're
problem
kind
with
of
solar.
sexy.
Normally it's gaudy.
Yeah, no,
So,
they look
yep.
great.
That's
And you know,
awesome.
we're working through this whole thing of like trying to have the new norm and really trying to
Right.
teach
Show-
our new home buyers of
teach,
why
yes.
it's important.
Adapt.
Yeah.
Adapt. Well, that's wonderful, and you're right next to the urban core. You've got Bricktown. The movie theaters are popular
Yeah.
again. We thought they were going away, but they are no longer a problem. You've got Bricktown. You've got
Tinker's
Deep Deuce, Tinker Air
is
Force
12
Base.
minutes away.
Booming aerospace industry. We've talked about that on the show. So a lot of infrastructure here, and this is really going to push this appreciation down to the southwest side of Oklahoma City, and that's what's really exciting. And we'll talk about that later, but Lauren, in closing here, is there anything that maybe we've forgotten about that you want to just say about this place, or maybe just say what one of your favorite thing is about being out here?
So my favorite thing about Wheeler District is we have incredible homes, in my opinion. I think they're fantastic, but it's so much more than just the homes. It's the community. So if you don't live out here, we still welcome you to come out, hang out. We have night market on Friday nights. Our first one's going to be on June 24th. We have concert series.
I was
going to
say, there's a jazz one coming up.
And so at the Ferris wheel, we host concerts. So you can come out and watch your favorite local artists.
That's awesome.
And then hang out with Joe at the Big Friendly or Tim
Yes.
at Taco Nation. Yeah, say hi. Clarity Coffee's coming
Their
again this
staff
fall.
is so friendly
Yes.
at all these restaurants. The restaurant, the bar, I mean, like, super friendly people. Great place to kind of, maybe you're stumped, you're working on a software engineer, working from home. I get it. I work from home a lot. And you kind of get in these mental fogs to be able to stop for a minute. You know what? I'm going to go get an IPA. And you don't even know what IPA it's going to be because it changes all the time. Go get an IPA, visit with some other like-minded individuals, get those creative juices going, and then you're back in the office and you have a productive afternoon. So.
And I promise you'll make friends,
You
regardless
will.
of your personality.
We're already
type,
making
you'll
friends
make
already.
friends.
So
Yep.
come on down. Lauren, glad to meet you at the front. She's in a blue building now, but there's going to be a brand new office. So if you're watching this, maybe 6 months from now?
Yeah.
She's going to be in a brand new office there right as you come in. So stop on by, take a look. And thanks for watching. Thanks for spending time with me today.
Thanks for coming out.
This has
I
been
had a
great.
blast.
For more information and to listen or watch online, visit OKCRealEstateShow.com.